So it is very exciting for me to be here to team up with my son Vince Del Monte of vincedelmontefitness.com, and it's a real honor to be able to present some teaching, some inspiration, some help along the way for everyone who's aspiring to be their very best self. This summer we're going to be treated to the world's most spectacular sports event where 11,000 of the fastest and fittest men and women from all over the world will converge in London, England, from 205 countries to compete for Olympic gold and glory. Over 4 billion people will watch these opening ceremonies as well as the games throughout the 2 weeks. 7.6 million people have bought tickets to watch these athletes perform at the highest levels. You know, there's something about watching these people that inspires the very best in us. I know when my kids were younger, and even as they grew up, I would make the whole family sit down and watch these athletes, whether it was gymnastics, pentathlon, whatever the sport was. There was something awesome about watching people do their very best in their given endeavor. Unfortunately, many people, and I don't suspect this is true of Live Large members, but many out there in our lives never really get around to fully living now. Everybody's waiting till tomorrow or next year or next time, and we're hoping that we can inspire you to kind of, you know, none of us here will ever go to the Olympics, I suspect, but we can create our own Olympics and our own attitude that these athletes have. And I just want to, in the opening season episode of Live Large, introduce you to my vision. My vision in life is to inspire people, educate them, and coach them of all ages and from all walks of life to become the very best version of themselves. I believe a lot of us spend time kind of imitating other people rather than being our very best. And I think what I do learn from these Olympians is they have some very fundamental commitments that apply to all walks of life in all areas. And I just want to give those to you even as we begin. They have passion. I call that the desire. They have passion. They have this attitude that says, I want to be my best and do my very best. They have direction or dreams. And that basically says, I have some goals and I want to accomplish these before my life is over. Discipline, in order to accomplish the dreams and the direction, requires for people to say, okay, I'm willing to do my road work. I'm really willing to do the sweat equity to get there. And then determination is the fourth D. It says, I'll never give up. I may have to rearrange things. I may have to adjust and adapt, but I will never give up. I will keep focused on this. So if you see those, there's desire, there's direction, there's discipline, and there's determination. These are four things that we can kind of attach ourselves to. So let me ask you as we begin season three, I should say, what are you passionate about? What do you want to win at? What in your life do you want to win at? What is it that is inspiring you to get up in the morning? You know, whether you're 17 or 18 or in your 30s or 40s or 50s, a passionless life is a wasted life. The reality is most people live a mediocre life. They just live above the level of mediocrity. They really do. The tragedy is most people settle for second and third best, and so they never discover that very best version of themselves. Sometimes the best way to move forward is to look at things negatively to shock us out of our indifference and apathy. I think apathy is one of the biggest sins of our society, just that spirit of indifference, the I don't care attitude. A guy wrote a book, Tommy Newberry wrote a book called 10 Steps to a Mediocre Life, and I just like to fire these up for you. First one is tolerate average standards for yourself. Another one is hang out with moaners and complainers. A third one is make a habit of doing the minimum. That's called minimalism, just doing the very least. A fourth one is look for the worst in people and situations. A fifth one is blame others for your mistakes and disappointments, kind of the blame game. A sixth one is harbor resentment and discontent, like just be a resentful person, be angry at people. That's a sure way to get a mediocre life. 7 is mock those who are successful around you. Don't celebrate with them, just mock them. Don't show them that you're happy for them. An 8th one is practice groupthink about issues, both large and small. Just go with the masses, go with the moving herd. Don't be an individual. Be part of the herd. And number 9 is waste as much time as possible. One of the expressions I hate is, I'm just killing time. Well, that's the worst thing you could do. Life isn't very long, so you don't want to kill time, whatever you do. And 10, predict the worst about the future. Just believe the worst is going to happen to you, and you know what? It probably will. So ask yourself, what do I really want most out of life? I suspect most of you don't want to live a passionless life, and I suspect most of you, if not all of you, don't want to live a mediocre life. In his book, Walden, Henry David Thoreau shouted, "Simplify, simplify, simplify." Nice point. One of the primary reasons that people and organizations fail to get to greatness is that they try to be too many things to too many people. An old Chinese proverb says, "A man who chases two rabbits catches neither." And so you really do have to ask yourself, what is it that I really want? And I've discovered in my 59 years, going on 59, that the most successful human beings are wildly focused. They have a clear picture of what it is they want to create by the time they reach the end of their lives. And then they have the discipline and the guts to stick to their mission, saying no to everything that isn't mission critical. So my gentle suggestion to you is to simplify your life as we begin season 3. Strip away all that's unimportant in your life. There are things that are keeping you from getting to your dreams and passions. And then once you do that, clean up. Focus, focus, focus. And one of the things I've appreciated about watching Vince over the last 5 or 6 years is that he's been relentless and he's been focused. And yeah, there have been times where he's been discouraged, but his determination, his remembering what his dream is and what he really wanted kicks in, and he keeps going for it. So I want to just, next time when we get together, I'm really looking forward to introducing you to the Wheel of Life, which will give us a little bit of a skeleton on how we can hang our thoughts as it relates to the whole issue of what we really want in life. Thank you very much.